यहाँ पे हमने ये
कॉमन कॉमन नहीं मिला फाइल।
हाँ, ये यहाँ पे है, राइट।
ये वाला कॉमन आयो नहीं मिला मुझे, और लॉग 4 नहीं मिला।
लॉग 4 एंड कॉमन आयो, कौन सा कॉमन आयो? ये लास्ट वाला ना?
इस हाँ, इसमें जो है, हाँ, लॉग
ये
4
दोनों लास्ट
और
वाला
एक
आपको नहीं मिला होगा, राइट?
ये कॉमन आयो और लॉग 4 नहीं मिला। मैं लास्ट वन के लिए नहीं गई, गिटहब के लिए गई नहीं, ये दोनों नहीं मिले, इसके
नहीं,
लिए मैं
वो
वेट कर
गिटहब
रही
नहीं, वेब ड्राइवर का है वो।
हूँ। अच्छा।
देखिए, आप यहाँ पे जाओगे ना, यहाँ पे आप रीड मोर करोगे ना, तो इस
हाँ
आपको मिल जाएगा यार, कॉमन आईओ एंड लॉग 4G और वेब ड्राइवर मैनेजर, दोनों मिल जाएगा।
हाँ हाँ सर, लेकिन जो मैं वहां से लेना चाहती हूँ, जो हम लोग मावन रिपोजिटरी इसमें से लेते ना, रिपोजिटरी में से, तो वहां से वो पेस्ट करने के लिए मुझे वहां पे वो वर्जन नहीं मिल रहा। कॉमन आयो का वो 1.2.1 समथिंग दिया है ना, वो वर्जन नहीं है वहाँ पे इंटरनेट पे।
2.1
हाँ
ये आपको मिल जाएगा वहाँ पे। कॉमन्स आईओ हमने यहाँ पे किया था ना, मैं एक बार दिखा देता हूँ। उसमें है ना वो, जैसे कुछ ओल्ड, जो ओल्ड वहाँ पे उनकी जो कम्युनिटी थी ना, जहाँ पे वो मतलब
ये किया मैंने,
फिर
हाँ ऐसे
उसके
किया।
बाद आपको मिल जाएगा वो अपग्रेड करके, जैसे ये अपाची कॉमन्स है ना, यहाँ पे कॉमन्स पे आएगा, बट ये अपाची,
किस पे किया के लिए,
दोनों
ये
अपाची का
किया
ही है,
के लिए।
देखो आपको 2.8
हाँ
मिल जाएगा।
हाँ, ये 2.8 मिला है, वो 1 पॉइंट समथिंग है अपने इसमें।
नहीं, अब कॉमन्स का तो 2.8 ही होगा, ये है ना, ये कॉमन्स 2.8।
ओके, वहाँ पे
लॉग 4G है, तो
ये,
लॉग 4,
हाँ
आप हाँ, लॉग 4
वन
है ना,
पॉइंट टू
आप इसको डायरेक्ट इंटरनेट पे भी कर लोगे, तो इसका इस कम्युनिटी का आना चाहिए, लॉग 4G का। बट आपको मल्टीपल मिलेगा, इसीलिए मैंने सेंड कर दिया था इसको, ये डिपेंडेंट।
यस, उसमें बहुत सारे हैं।
हाँ, ताकि उसमें कंफ्यूजन नहीं हो, अब डायरेक्ट इसको इंपोर्ट कर लेना, ठीक है। सो एनी अदर डाउट्स?
नहीं सर, ये मैंने ऐड कर दिया, और ये वाला यहाँ पे जो है ना, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में यहाँ पे जो आपका रिसोर्स करके फोल्डर है, वो मेरे इसमें नहीं आ रहा। SRC टेस्ट रिसोर्सेज, ये फोल्डर मैंने 2 बार ये किया, मावन प्रोजेक्ट करके वहाँ पे SRC करके, बट ये सिर्फ
तो कोई
मेन
इशू नहीं है, हम रिसोर्स का हम यूज भी नहीं कर रहे हैं वो,
नहीं कर रहे हैं।
इसमें हाँ, उसमें कोई इशू नहीं है,
क्या?
तो उसका रिक्वायरमेंट भी अभी नहीं है हमारे पास, ठीक है। तो
ठीक है।
हाँ, तो इसमें हमने पैकेज का जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो हमने डिफाइन कर दिया था, राइट। एंड देन
यस सर।
व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, फर्स्ट हम लोग जाएंगे इसमें बेस क्लास में, राइट। Then in the base class, inside the base package, we will create one class with the name base class, and there we will write all those basic or common features here, right?
यस सर।
So let's create a class like base class. You can give any name, but I'm giving the base class. So based on the name also, like it's suitable, some basic things it contain, right? And first हम लोग क्या करेंगे इसमें, first we will try to get some data from the property file, right? So we have created here config, right? Configuration folder we have created here, right? So inside that, what we will do, we will create one file, right? And we will give some name like config dot properties, right? So you make sure like the dot properties extension should be there, right? Otherwise it will not create that file like the property file, ठीक है। सो ये ऐसे लिखेगा। सो इसमें what we can do, we can store the URL, right? And also we can store the username, like username equals to, and here equals to, right? सो इसमें हमारा क्या हो जाएगा, जैसे कि ये हमारा एप्लीकेशन का URL है. So it will contain the URL of that application, and here it will contain the username, right? Password. So in
Yes.
username section, what it will do, it will contain the whatever the username we are going to use for the login, like the credential of our application, like the username password it will contain, right? So so for that we have added this file inside the config folder. So we need to take these data and use in our project for the login operation, right? So what we will do, so for that we will create one method, right? And inside it we will write the code to get the data from this property file, right? While logging the application. So like public void, like we can give the name like the load config, load configuration, and this. So here we can use the try catch block, like the try, and inside that we can write some code. So what the code will contain, like we need to declare some property. So there is a class defined under the Java. So using that we can read the property files, right? So what is that name? So the class name is like properties, and we can keep some reference. First we need to create the object of that, right? To access the anything from the object, sorry, for the any class, we need to create the object of that, right? So we will do same here also. So here properties, I have created the class properties, and properties, this is a class properties, java.utility properties. Let me copy and paste these properties are defined for the type base class. Okay, so let's type, might be, yeah, this is under the try catch block, so that's why it's we have not mentioned the catch block, that's why it's showing the error. So let me do this.
Yes, sir.
And then
Catch.
to read everything from any like resource, like that could be the any like the we can say like if that is a property file, either that is the Excel sheet, right? So there is a method defined under the Java that is called like the file input stream. So using this method we can read the data from any resources, right? Resource file. So we keep the like the file input stream. So this is a class name, and we can give like any reference like the file input stream. It's like we need to create the object of that, and it equals to new file input stream, right? And here what we need to do, we need to pass the file path, right? So file path could be like this, like whatever the configuration file we having, so we need to pass this one. This file path we need to pass inside this, right? And okay, here we need to use a new keyword, right? So that's why we are getting the error. And this file input string class we have created, and inside it we have passed the path, right? And then after what we need to do, we need to use this reference, like the this reference, and we will load this property file. Then load, we'll use this load, and here we pass the file input string, this file path reference. So what it will do, it will try to first we will define the property file. Inside that, here we will provide some path of the file, and then using this reference we will try to load that file, right? So once it will load the file, it means all the input available in the sheet that will be ready for execution, right? Is whenever that will be required, so they will allow to access those and use in the script, right? So and now here what we will do, we will give the catch block, mention the catch block, catch, and inside the catch block we need to mention the exception like file not found, because we are using the data from the external file, right? So at the runtime might be the sheet has been corrupted or they are not available, right? Might be that has been deleted. So in that case, what it should do, it should throw some exceptions. So we need to mention the exceptions. So the same exception it will display at the runtime if the file is not available on the mentioned place. So here like the file not found exception E, right? And again here we need to keep some print statement, and some print statement we need to keep like the exception E dot print stack. So it will print the exception. Also we need to give another exception in sketch block to print the statement like the IU exception. IU exception, and here we give the E, and same like that, E dot print stack, right? So this is for this like getting the data from the property file. So here, since this is a prerequisite, right? Miss and also okay. So let me create some browser.
सर
Yeah,
ये जो पाथ है ना, ये फाइल इनपुट, न्यू फाइल
yeah,
इनपुट, ये थोड़ा सा मुझे कहाँ से थोड़ा बताएंगे?
yeah.
मुझे याद नहीं आ
So
रहा है।
like यहाँ पे है ना, यहाँ पे आपका कॉन्फ़िगरेशन फाइल है, राइट? सो जैसे
ये
आप
बन जाती है क्या?
राइट
होती है
राइट
उसमें
हाँ,
ना?
ये जैसे हम यहाँ कॉन्फ़िगरेशन फाइल में हम लोग जाके एक फाइल क्रिएट किए है ना, राइट? प्रॉपर्टी फाइल. So so the if you want to take the path of this file, right? So what we need to do, we need to go right click on that and go to the properties, right? So in properties you will go, so you will get one location, right? So location is like the storage, like when the is where the file has been created and stored. So it will go on these locations, like whatever we will uh, input we will add in this file, it will go and store in this location itself. So ये आप हम हमारा जो है फाइल का पाथ हो जाएगा. So इस लोकेशन पे डायरेक्टली विल गो एंड लुक फॉर दिस, सो यू विल गेट दिस फाइल अवेलेबल. तो आपको यहाँ से इस पाथ को लेना पड़ेगा, राइट? So instead of using this complete path, right, we will try to use some like the system. It means in the last class we did like the user using the user directory. We will try to get this one, because if I will share this local path of this file, so it won't work in your system, right? Because I have created in this project itself And once you will try to get the same code in your system, then it will try to go in your local path on this same directory, but it will not get that file in your system, right? Because this is the file path of my system. So that's why I will use the another way, like getting the path from the system user directory. So how we can do, let me write here. So here in the last class we also did like the system dot get property. So here property will be this, sorry, this will be the property system dot get property, right? And here we need to, sorry, here we need to use that inside the double quotes, like user dot dir, right? So user dot dir, and now we need to keep some plus operator like the concatenate operator, and this is the common path like the configuration here, right? This is the common path and this is our local path, right? Because this folder we have created here, right? Config, and inside that config.property file we have created. So this path no longer required, right? Because that is the local path of the application, and this is the our complete file path from the project directory, right? So we will use this path. So now if I will share the same code with you and you will directly try to execute in your system, so it will go directly using this path and directly go to your project location, right? And from here, like it will take the path from this file and directly it will start the execution, right? Just a minute. Okay, so using this we can do, right? So now the data taking from the property file has been done, right? So either any query uh, hello,
No query, sir.
yeah, okay, good. And so the data taking from the property file has been done. Now we want the application, right? Means we want the browser classes, right? To launch the browser, because each and every activity we need to perform inside the using the browser, right? So how we can do that one? So for that, we can create. We need to might be the scenario. So where we can launch our browser or do our testing in the multiple browsers, right? To perform like some parallel operation or right something like that, right? And might be the some requirement first here, like currently you are testing your application in the Chrome browser. So after that time, some manager or some keyword did told like you need to perform this. You need to also check this application in the Firefox browser or IE browser, right? So how you can do at the same time. So for that, I will create one browser reference here, right? And here we will make it like the give the name like the browser name. So suppose I want to check the application flow in the Chrome browser. So here I will give the name as a Chrome. And if you want to perform like the activity in the Firefox browser, so I will give the here Firefox browser, right? So from here we can change we can change like the browser name directly, and we can perform the activity, right? So for that, what we need to do, we need to write the code for that here itself, and we will take this browser property from here. So we will take this key from here and we will define inside this, and only if we will change the value from here, then our execution will happen according to the our requirement like the browser name, right? So here we will define the all browser miss like all miss we will go with the like current miss like the Chrome, Firefox, and IE browser. I miss like the IE, not like the Edge browser. So whenever the requirement will change, like we need to perform the activity, same activity on the different browsers. So simply after changing the name of the browsers in the configuration file, we can run those test cases in different browsers, right? So how to do that? So first we need to create one method, right? And inside that method, we need to write those codes. So I'm creating one method like the public void and launch app. So I am giving this method name, and we need to make this static because we are going to access outside the class, right? So here what we will do, like we will take the since we are going to take the data from the property file, right? So we will use this reference like the prop, right? So here we will give like the prop dot get prop dot get property, and inside this property we need to mention the property name. So this will be the browser. So we'll mention the browser, right? And here we will store in some variable like the browser name, and the return type will be the string, right? So this is a globally we have declared here, right? And we will try to access outside the method, right? So that's why we are getting this error, like once you will hover on here, so prop cannot be resolved. So how to make this static? It's like the global. So here I will copy this and go to this class, and here you can mention this, right? Like this. And so before that, here you can mention like the public stack. So after that, you are able to get like this has been resolved, and we are able to get this outside the class itself. We can use outside the class itself, right? So here now the issue has been gone, right? So any doubt in this, like defining the property in the global, right?
No, sorry. Here you can define a global, na property
Yes,
static.
yeah, that's why I told like this. Okay. So here we have given a browser name. It will take the browser name from the property. So this is a key. Like I make sure like this is a key and this is their corresponding value, right?
सर इसमें कंपलसरी हमें ट्राई और कैच एक्सेप्शन यूज करना पड़ता ही है.
नहीं नहीं, ऐसा कुछ मैंडेटेड नहीं है. मैंने यहाँ पे मैंने जैसे वी आर यूजिंग द फाइल, राइट? So my means like at the runtime, if the file is not available, so for the print information or for the understanding purpose, right? I have mentioned this one. If you want, you can directly write this much of code one, not required to mention the try and catch, right? If I will comment out this one, so you will get like there will be no issue inside this, right? So here you need to throw some exceptions and then it will resolve, right?
Okay.
So it's on you.
Okay.
Like if you want to use, you can use, otherwise it's on you. So here I have defined the like the browser property. Then I'm going to define the classes, means browsers, like conditions for if I want to launch the Firefox, if I want to launch the Chrome, then how we can do. So I'm writing if condition browser name. Here this is this reference I am taking, browser name dot contains. So what contains? If the browser name contains Chrome, right? Then
Yes, sir.
what it should do? It should web driver, okay, web, web driver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup, right? So this method we need to call, like earlier what we are doing, like we are setting the property, like we need to go and set the property like driver dot set properties, then we need to pass the path of the driver, right? All those things we need to do. But now using the web driver, we no need to put the like set the path of the exe here direct. So using directly this method, we can launch this browser itself. So what this method do, like internally they have downloaded all those dependencies, right? And using only we need to refer this one. So after referring this, whenever we will call this and call this method, so it will automatically understand like we need to launch the Chrome driver, right? And here we need to create the object of the web driver. So here, sorry, driver is equals to new Chrome, right? So here also we will to define the web driver globally. So here we'll go like the public static web driver. So here I need to import this one, and here it reach. So earlier, let me show you. Like earlier, we try to launch, means like once we want to launch the browser, right? So for that we need to download the exe file and set their path in the system property, right? But to avoid that one, there is a new dependency like the web driver manager having all those, like this is a, this is the dependency, right? So inside that it all the implementation is already available for the browser classes. So we need to create the reference of these, and using those we need to call those methods which is inside these, and then using that we can launch our browsers, right? I think web driver, this is a class. Here it not showing like is a class or not. Okay, let me check like for the confirmation. Web driver manager, a library, yeah, this is a library, right? So it contain all the browser uh, related methods, right? So using that we can call this one. So here using this condition we can launch this Chrome driver, right? And now we want to launch the another browser. So how we can launch, right? So we need to put the else if statement, then we can launch the another one. Like if the first condition will be not true, then it will move to the second one, right? So like else if, and here we need to mention the, this browser name dot contains and here inside the contents, what we need to mention? We need to mention the browser name. So currently we are using the Chrome, and later we can use the Firefox. So if you change the Firefox, so it will go and look for this condition. It will go first here. It will look for the Firefox. So it will get like this is Firefox is not available. So controlling we move to the this, right. So I'm writing the Firefox, right. So now if the now it will look for the Firefox here, then it will start the execution here, right. And here I will mention like the WebDriver manager dot. So we are going for the Firefox driver dot setup, and here driver is equals to new Firefox driver, right. Suppose you want to use the another browser, so how we can do like the else if, and here we will take the browser name dot contains. So suppose I want to use the Edge, Microsoft Edge. So I can use this like the web driver manager dot Edge driver dot setup, and
So here I use the cross driver concept.
uh, yes, miss like if cross miss if you want to run your test in any browser, right? So
Yes.
using this, like we need to change simply the name of the browser here, right? And then accordingly it will start running, because while runtime it will come and look for the browser, right? So whatever the browser name will be available here, right? So based on that it will take that browser and open your application in that in that browser itself, right.
Okay.
Miss, I told you like in the future reference, like you are running every time in your Chrome browser, but in the Firefox browser might be there is some UI issue. So miss like the miss like the any manager or any some requirement came, so you need to check in the Firefox itself. So how you will do? So simply you need to go and replace the Chrome with the Firefox, and you can check that application functionality in that itself. So here Edge driver, right. So here the condition will be how the condition will work, right. First, like I want to run the browser in the Chrome, so here I have mentioned the Chrome. So control will come here and it will look for the Chrome driver, so it will go here and it will go to find the Chrome, so it will launch the browser here, right. And if I have changed with this Firefox, right? So how it will run? It will go first here and it will look for this Chrome. So if it will go for the if condition, it will go and look for this. So here Chrome is available, not the Firefox. Then what it will do? It will go to the next condition. It will go and try to find the Firefox. So here it will the condition will match, right? Then the Firefox will be launched. Then it want to launch the application in the Edge. So it will go here first and it will try to find out that one. So here it will go and it will found the Chrome, not the Edge. So the condition will be terminated here. Now it will go here and look for the Edge. So it also did not found here. Then it will go to the next one and then it will get the Edge. Then after here it will launch the browser, right? And whatever the next step will be there, so it will start opening on that, right? So we did
Yes, sir.
getting the data from the property files as well as for the browser concept. How to do that one? Now we having since these are the common activity for uh, all those classes, right? Every activities before the activity, every activities we need to perform this one. So what I will do, I will put inside the before test annotation, right? So it will be applicable for all before test, right? This is the annotation, and I will put here. And later, like after this driver, I want some common activity need to perform, like some wait statement, some driver dot is like getting the URL like that. So how to do this one? So to open the to mention the like the driver is URL, so there is a method like the driver dot get, right? So using that we can get the URL. So how to do this one? So here since we have mentioned our URL in the property file, right? So we need to get that URL from the property file itself. So how we can do? So we have already created the reference to get the data from the property file. So I will write the prop dot get property, and inside the property what we need to mention? We need to mention the key. What key we are using? We are using the word, right? So here we need to mention the URL. So now it will take the URL from the property. Since we want to maximize the browser, the driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. So we can maximize. We also want to put some wait statements over here. So we can put, but we will create some common utility for that. Then we can put over there, right? Using that, then we will put there. But meanwhile, like we can put here, we can put here, but we will later we will replace with that one, right? So like driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait, and where we'll mention like the 60 second, and then the time unit dot seconds. Also we can mention like the page load driver dot manage dot timeout dot page load timer, right? So we can
Yes.
also mention like the time unit dot seconds, right? So this is we have mentioned in the base class, like to get the data from the property file, how to read the data from the property file, as well as how to work with the browsers, like, and also here it will contain the URLs and the waiting time itself, right? Now second thing will be like some actions we are performing, right? So actions could be like our scrolling feature, that could be like the click operation, right? Some select class operations. So for that we need to create some separate classes, right? And inside separate sorry, in the action class itself we will create the separate methods for those, and whenever that will require, we will simply call those methods and we will apply that feature itself instead of writing the same coding multiple times. So we will write in a single place, and using their method name we can directly refer those, right? So some code reusability process will happen, right? So where we will use, so here we have created one package with the action driver, and inside that we will create one class like the action class. I will create. So I will create one action class. So what the action class will do, it should extend the base class, right? Because if it required some common functionalities from the base class, so it should extends from there itself. So extends base class. So once you will hover here, so we need to import this, right? So first method we are going to use like for the scrolling the page, right? Like how to scroll the page. So this is a common feature, right? It's like if you are going to work with any project, so you will get like after scrolling the page, we need to click or perform some activities, right? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, so
And that time not using the locator, no, due to using the scrolling.
yes, after scrolling, means if the element will be visible, then only we can perform activity, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
first we need to scroll and then we need to write the X path or click on that page itself. So how to do that? Like we need to create one method like the public static void. So scroll. I can simply give the scroll name, right?
Yes, yes.
And you can give the different name also. Scroll by
X pixel and Y pixel.
visibility of element, right? We can give like this also. And here we need to pass two parameters. Like one will
X
be
and Y.
yeah.
Vertical and horizontal, no, sir.
Yes. So no, here we need to pass two parameters. Like the one will be from the web driver, and here one will be from the web element. So two parameters we will pass here. First, like the web driver and web element el, right? So like whenever we will call this method, so it will ask for the reference. So we will mention right here like what reference we are going to use. So for that, like there is a interface like called the JavaScript executor, right?
Hmm. JS.
JavaScript executor.
Executor. JS.
Yeah. So this is a class. Sorry. And here
JS
we'll give some reference and we'll
is equal to
type this, right?
JavaScript executor driver.
Yes. And here we need to typecast with the driver. Okay. We'll come to the next step like the JS dot
Execute script.
JS dot one
Execute.
okay here I use the different one.
Executor. Yeah.
So this is an interface, right?
Executor.
Maybe
Second
this.
one.
So this we need typecast, right? And this
Yes.
JavaScript executor.
Script और जो भी हम लोग now second one
Execute a script, and here we need to pass the parameter.
to parameters
So parameter like there will be like will pass the argument.
0 or anything.
Yes. So whatever the argument we want to pass, we can pass here, and here the sorry, and here we need to call them
1000 or 200 something.
here like we need to call like the scroll into view. There is a method.
Sir, can I use Windows dot scroll by, no? Maybe, or argument?
Argument we need to pass because there we need to pass some like the coordinates, right? So here this like a scroll into view, and comma, and here we need to pass the reference. Which reference? Wave element, right? So using this, like whenever that will be required, we can need to simply create the object of this class, like the action class, and simply call this method. We need to pass the two reference, like the wave element reference as well as the wave driver reference.
Driver.
Yeah.
Sir, this is the first is argument 0. This is the
Yeah.
first argument. Second is scroll into view. This is a syntax, or this is a
This
just
is a
view
method.
means only
This is a method for that.
method.
Yeah.
Method. And last one, this is a ELE.
This is a wave element,
wave,
like miss up
wave
to which
element.
up to which element you want to scroll. Like after scrolling, you want to perform some activity on the any specific element, right? So for that element, reference, we need to mention. So what it will do?
This is vertically, na sir?
Yes.
ELE. This is last one is vertically, na?
Yes. So it will directly go and scroll up to that element, and using this we can perform the activity. Like if you want to click or you want to do anything, so using this we can do using this element reference, right? So next we want to perform the click operation. Means mostly we are doing some click operation, right? So there is two options like the click operation. One is normal click and one is actions class click, right? Actions
Yes.
class is click means some there is some elements is like we need to hover on that, then we need to perform the click operation, right?
So here we can use the explicit click.
We can use anyone like for in the standard way we are going to cover like in some application you will get like you need to hover on some element, then you need to perform the click operation, right? So using that also you can do, and direct click also will perform, right? Suppose here you are going to this search icon, right? So here you are performing normal click, like you are simply clicking on this click, right? And if you want to try to click on that using the actions class, right, then it will also perform the same activity, right? So for that I am going to create one utility, and using that we can also do that one. So how to do that is how to create the that method, and we need to write the logic for that inside. So public static void, and we'll give some method name like the click, right? And inside the click we need to also pass the same two parameters here, right? And here we need to create the object of the action class. So actions act is equals to new actions, right? So inside that we need to pass the driver, and we'll use this act like the reference of that, and then move to element, right? So in move to element, here we need to select this reference of the element, right? is whenever like you will define any element, so we need to pass that element reference and then dot click, right? And dot build and dot. So here, here I have used the click, right, as well as the build for combine the multiple functionalities. Means suppose I am going on some element. First we are hovering, right? So this is one activity, and then after we are clicking. So there is a second activity, like multiple activity at a time. So build, what the build method will do? It will combine the both activities and perform the activities. What activities? Click activities, right? So it will work in a two ways. Like it will work like in a actions class way, or it can also perform in a normal click operation, right? So normally if you want to go and click here, so we can also use this method also, right? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So next one is we will verify the element visibility, right? So there is a method called is display, right? Is displayed. So this is a method inside this. So we can check using this like in inside this framework on the multiple places we need to perform some verification validation, right? So for that we need to check for the elements, like if the element is present or not. So using this we can do that. So instead of writing that every times, so there is, we will create some common utility for that, and then using we can perform that. So here I will create like the public static void, sorry, not void, it will be the boolean, because it will return in the either true or false, right? And the method name will be like the each display. And here we need to pass the same two reference, like the web driver and the web element. So here we need to create first like one flag, like boolean flag equals to, so first it will check, and flag is equals to find element. Okay, find element, driver and el. So here it's not accepting this. So before that we need to create one another method for the find element, right? So like we are using the driver dot find element, right? So for that, like we need to use one, create one another method, like the public static boolean find element, and here I will use boolean flag equal to false. I will use try element reference dot each dot is displayed, flag equals to, and here catch exception if the condition will not run the try. So in the catch, what's it return? False. So what will be false? Like the flag will be false. It's like if the condition will match in the try block, then it will return the true. Like if the method what we are looking for that, if that is just miss available, then it will return the true. If not, then it will return the false. Right? And there is also a finally block, right? Finally block, inside that we will write some condition like if flag, so here we will print some message, right? So what the message will contain, like if you already know, like in the try catch block, like like the finally block will always execute, right? So like if the try will continue, right, miss execute, and if condition will not match, right, then it will go to the catch, right? But in both condition, either first or second will run, but finally block will always execute. So that's why I am printing the message here in the finally block. If some error occurs, then it will display this message. So successful, I'm is like the element found successfully, right? And I will give some else message, and here same like the sysout statement I will give, and here unable to locate, and right, and at the end will return the flag. Here return flag. So this is a one-time activity, like one time this coding are required, right? So here this is quite easy, like you could understand, like here we have created one flag, and since the we have mentioned here flag will return either true or false. So return type I have mentioned here the boolean, right? First here we are checking the condition like element, if the element is displayed, right, then the flag will be true. Otherwise it would throw the exception and go to the catch block and it will return the false. So in both conditions, if the flag will be true, so this output will display like the element found successfully, and if it will be false, then it will display this message, right? Any doubt? Any query?
No, sir, I understand. But I run this code, and after that, if I have any doubt, I ask you.
Yes, yes, sure. So same like for that, like now in the for this
सर
element,
सर एक वन क्वेरी मिस जैसे हम लोगों ने कल थ्योरी पढ़ी थी फर्स्ट थिंग इज यूजिंग दिस फॉर्म स्ट्रक्चर एंड दिस तो हम लोग उसी स्ट्रक्चर से जा रहे हैं यहाँ पे
हाँ हाँ हम लोग सेम स्ट्रक्चर लाइक हियर first we need to create some utilities, right? We already told like the we need to create the base class, then actions class, right? Then
हाँ हाँ
yeah, so inside the action class I told like the multiple methods will be required, right?
ओके
So
ओके ओके
for the select element, for the visibility of element, so all those condition we need to check all those condition we need to write some codes, right? And
ओके
to avoid the writing again and again code, we did directly writing this here inside this class, and whenever it will be required, so using this method itself we can directly access this code there itself, right?
ओके ओके
So here I have created this up to this, and here we'll check like the condition if flag, then we'll check like the flag is equals to element dot is displayed. And here we'll check again like the we'll print some statement like the if flag sys out like element is displayed. Element displayed successfully, right? So like here we have written like the if the flag, so flag is dot displayed using this, right? And if it will display, so it will print this message, right? Otherwise, like in the else condition, we'll mention. Uh, so we mention like here else. In the else condition, what will be there? Like the sys out element is not displayed. So here, like you will having some little confusion because these lines of code are written over here, right? But this need to write once, okay? But if you go like one by one coding, so you'll get only like this is only the condition based, right? And this is common, like whatever perform you will here, so same activity will perform everywhere, right? So here we have perform, right? And if this will not perform, right, so here else we have to perform like the element not display. Okay, we have already mentioned this. And here we need to return this statement. So return flag. So this is open. This is open. So this is closed here. This is open. This. So is I'm using any extra here? Right, so here oh, right, so this is second I did for this, right? And now
Yes, sir.
we'll create another method for this selecting the element. So suppose there will be some drop down, right? So how to do that?
Yes, sir.
How to select the element from there? So select, no, sorry. first we will do like verify, like if you select any element, then you want to come to know like is that element is selected or not, right? So how we can make sure like element is selected or not, right? So here I will copy the same code. Like in Selenium, like there is a famous interview question like is selected. So this method is for what? Like if we have clicked on any element, right? And is that element is selected or not, right? So we'll use to return some true or false statement over there, right? So for that, I will do this one. So here we'll write like the flag find element driver dot element, and if the flag it is equal to like the if flag, and then here flag equal to this instead of the each displayed, what we need to do each selected, right? And here the remaining will be like the here we will display like the element
Same.
selected,
Yes.
right? Selected element is not selected, right? And this
Yes.
the remaining same because this we are putting the same condition, right? Only
Hmm.
the keywords or method name is different. Same for like we will do for the checking is that element is enable or not, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So enable or disable for that we'll check also. So here instead of that we'll check like the each enabled is enabled, right? And here will come like this method like each is enabled, and here we will select element enabled and element is not enabled, right? So we have checked for these much methods, right? Now what we will do, we will check by whatever the select drop down option are available, like somewhere you will get like in the drop down options, so we need to select like the multiple values from there, right? So for that what we need to do, we having like three methods like the select by value, select by visible text, select by index, right?
Hmm. Yes, sir.
For that we need to do, so for that I need to create like the public static void, yeah, public static void, sorry, here a boolean, and we'll give the method name like the select by index, select by index, and here we need to pass the reference like the web element, and since this is the index, right, select by index, so we need to pass the index, right? So int index means the index number, right? Like on the which element and which index number element we want to access, right? So now we'll write like the boolean flag is equals to false, and we'll use the try block. Inside the try we'll uh, create the object of the select class, right? So select sel equals to new select, and here we'll pass the driver, right? Driver sorry, driver means here we need to pass the wave element reference. So since we already know like this is the class coming from the Selenium community, right? So to work with the init drop down elements, we need to use this class. So scl dot select by index. So in the index, what we need to pass? We need to pass this reference instead of this index, right? So now we'll flag equals to, if flag equals to true, then return true. Else in the catch block, if not, then exception, and it will return false. And since in the finally block we want to print some message, then we can do that. So we'll try like the if flag here, then we'll reply the so not element selected by index, right? And here else element not selected by, selected by index, right? So here like using like suppose if you want to select by index, then you need to use this method. And suppose you want to go with another one like the select by value, so here we simply select by, you can change the method like select by value, right? So here we also need to change like that scl dot select by value, right? So in select by value, like if you are going to use, the value will be obviously the string type, right? So here what we need to give, like
Yes, sir.
here we will to give the string, and in the instead of the index we need to give the value. So here instead of the index it will become the value, right? And the remaining code will be the same, right? Here we will element selected by the value, and here value, right? And we having one more remaining for this. So select by index, select by value, and select by visible text. So select by, here we need to give the visible text. So that will also be that if the text that is the text, so obviously that will be also the string type, right? So here I will give the text, not text, I will give the visible text, so some clarity will be here. And instead of here I will give the dot visible select by visible text, and here I will give the right, and selected by the visual text not selected the visual text, right? In this application, there is a scrolling feature, so that is not a normal scrolling, right? So that is no, we need to click on somewhere, right? So that is a normal, not a normal click. Some pop-up you need to perform the click operation, right? So that is a Java based JavaScript executor, right? So that pop-up is like alert type or some JavaScript based pop-up, right? So that is not normally we can handle. So for that we need to create another method for that, and I will give, using that method we can handle that one. So I will give like the public static boolean js click. So and here we need to pass
जेएस क्यों यूज की हम लोगों ने? सॉरी, मैंने वो बीच में कोई
एक इसमें एक पॉपअप आता है, ठीक है? तो नॉर्मल जैसे होता है, नॉर्मल एलिमेंट नहीं है, जावा स्क्रिप्ट बेस्ड पॉपअप है, राइट? मतलब एक
अच्छा अलर्ट जैसा,
डायलॉग
और हम
बॉक्स,
लोग को
यस, डायलॉग
डायलॉग
बॉक्स की तरह आएगा, तो वो जावा स्क्रिप्ट मतलब वो डायलॉग बॉक्स। तो हम नॉर्मल क्लिक परफॉर्म करेंगे तो वो नहीं परफॉर्म करेगा, राइट? So to click on that, we need to use JavaScript executor, right? Then
ओके।
after we are able to click on that. So इसके लिए we need to use the JavaScript executor. So that's why I am writing the separate code for that. So here web driver and here web element, right? And inside that what we need to just a moment. Inside that we need to create like the boolean tag equals to false, and we'll use the try block as earlier we used. So here JavaScript executor. So this interface we'll use, and we'll give some other reference, right? So earlier we gave the JS, so JavaScript 1 we will give, right? And here I will copy this and we will typecast with the drive, right? And js1 dot execute script, and here we need to pass the value like the argument 0 dot click, right? And here will be the reference of the web element, and here flag equals to inside the catch block will go and throw some exception e. What we will throw? no exception. And here in the finally, in the finally block, we need to mention one condition, like if the flag is true, then we need to print some statement sys out, and here we'll give some message like click action is performed, right? Action is performed, and else if flag is not true, sys out here like the click action is not action is, and then we will return the statement return flag. All right, so this is for the JavaScript, and now we having the waits statements, right? So we having three types of wait we are going to apply here, like the implicit, explicit, and uh, fluent wait, right? And after that
But
we will use the screenshot functionalities, so we will apply here. So let's continue with this one, like the wait statements. So I am using the wait for this first implicit wait, like the public static implicitly wait. So this method I am creating, and here web driver, and we need to pass the time unit. So the time out will be the time, and that will come under the integer, right? We'll give the int time out, right? And here we will write the code like the driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait. And here we need to pass the times, like how many times we want to put. So suppose I am getting 60, and here time unit dot second. Here you will get the multiple options, like if you want to put in the second, millisecond, minutes, hours, so you can use here public static, right? So this is for this implicitly. So simply we'll do for the explicit wait as well. So public static void, and here we'll give the name like the explicitly wait, and here also we need to pass the same parameter as well, like this, and what we need to mention in the explicitly wait. So first we need to create the object of the web driver wait. So web driver wait, and we give some reference like wait equals to new web driver wait, and inside that we need to pass the reference. So here driver we have given, and timeout in second we need to pass. So here we have created the timeout, this reference, so I will pass this. So here I will give use this wait reference and dot until, we need to take this one until, and inside that we need to compare like the expected conditions, expected conditions dot visibility of element. So this is the syntax we already know, right? Visibility of element we need to mention. So
Yes, sir.
right. So this we have written for this explicit wait, and now we are going to look for the fluent wait, right? So public static void page. Okay, so we also need to look for the page load timeout, right? Because we have declared over there. So page load time out, and here uh,
ये लास्ट वाला किसके लिए लिख रहे हैं हम लोग?
ये
पेज
ये एक पेज लोड टाइम आउट के लिए हमने एक यहाँ पे डिफाइन किया हुआ है ना। इसका क्या होता है कि ये कंप्लीट जब पेज लोड होता है ना, उसके बाद ये एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म करने देता है।
ओके ओके, हाँ उसके लिए।
या हाँ
ओके सर। बड़ा प्रोग्राम बहुत ही बड़ा है, इसके लिए वो थोड़ा सा।
बट ये थोड़ा अंडर, मतलब आप थोड़ा सा इसको लॉजिक समझ जाइएगा ना, तो ये कुछ नहीं है।
नहीं सर, समझ में आ रहा है मुझे। वो
हाँ
रिपीटेड स्टेप है, सिर्फ थोड़ा
हाँ
सा
हाँ,
लेंदी
थोड़ा
है, करके देखेंगे तो
राइट।
आएगा।
हाँ
तो ये थोड़ा सा
एक बार,
ट्राई और कैच को मुझे एक रिवाइज करना
हाँ हाँ
पड़ेगा।
हाँ
मैंने
हाँ
किए थे बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम
हाँ हाँ।
एक्सेप्शन के।
बट ये एकदम मतलब जो होता है ना आपका रियल टाइम में, जैसे हम लोग कंपनी में काम करते हैं ना, उसके
हाँ
बेसिस
हाँ,
पे है, राइट।
ओके ओके।
सो आपको मतलब ज़्यादा ऐसे एफर्ट नहीं करना पड़ेगा, आप डायरेक्टली मतलब कहीं भी जाओगे तो इस स्टैंडर्ड में आपको विल गेट द
यस सर।
इन दिस स्टैंडर्ड।
ओके।
So here like the driver dot manage dot timeouts dot page load, and here you need to define some time, and there the time unit dot seconds. So ये आपका page load का हो गया, and then we need to define for the fluent wait, right? So how to define?
सर मुझे यहाँ पे एक आपको क्वेरी पूछनी, क्वेरी मीन्स
Yes.
एक क्वेश्चन है कि जैसे ये सॉरी, यहाँ पे जैसे हम लोग जेएस क्लिक लिखा था ना, ये हम लोग अलर्ट के लिए या एक विंडो हमको चाहिए थी, इसके लिए हम लोगों ने जेएस क्लिक लिया था या जावास्क्रिप्ट एग्जीक्यूटर लिया था
राइट।
क्लिक के लिए। जैसे मैंने लास्ट प्रोग्राम में मैंने एक यूज किया अपना अलर्ट के लिए, मैंने वो सिंपल अलर्ट वाला स्टेटमेंट और वो एग्जीक्यूशन यूज किया था। तो अभी भी आप लोग जब काम कर रहे हो रियल में कंपनी में, तो यही यूज करते हो या अलग कुछ अलर्ट वगैरह ये सब निकल गया है अभी, अभी नया कुछ आया है?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, सेम ही है वो, उसमें कुछ नया नहीं है। तो अभी सिलेनियम का जो वर्जन हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं ना,
नहीं ना, क्योंकि
हम
हाँ
लोग हम लोग
हाँ,
अभी जो करंट वर्जन यूज
मुझे एक थोड़ा
अभी
सा
तक तो अभी तक तो कुछ ऐसा
हाँ हाँ
सजेस्ट नहीं आया है कि जैसे कि आप अलर्ट पे या कोई पॉपअप को एक्सेस करने जा रहे हो तो कोई अलग से यूज करना पड़ेगा। तो सेम मेथड वी आर यूजिंग टिल नाउ।
ओके ओके सर, थोड़ा सा मुझे एक थोड़ा इन्फॉर्म ऐसे मिला था कि अभी वो ओल्ड हो गए तो अभी नए टूल यूज कर रहे हैं, तो इसके लिए मैं थोड़ा आपको पूछना चाहती थी। जैसे ये जेएस क्लिक, ये मुझे आज नया पता चला, ये
ये
नहीं पता था
जेएस
कि हम लोग ये
जेएस
भी।
मैंने बताया कि इसमें एक जैसे कि हमारे जो एप्लीकेशन है ना जिसमें हम लोग यूज करेंगे, तो उसमें एक पॉपअप है, तो स्पेशली मतलब वो जेएस जावा स्क्रिप्ट पे बेस्ड ही है, राइट। सो उस पर हम नॉर्मल
हम्म।
क्लिक करने जाएंगे तो नॉर्मल क्लिक एक्टिविटी नहीं परफॉर्म कर पाएंगे, राइट। सो दैट्स व्हाई आई टोल्ड लाइक वी नीड टू परफॉर्म यूजिंग
ओके
जावा स्क्रिप्ट। So here
ओके
we're going for the fluent wait, right? So here we need to create the method for the public static void, and here fluent wait, and inside that we need to web element, and then in timeout, right? So ने यहाँ पे एक्सप्लिसिट वेट किया, यहाँ पे ड्राइवर का कोई राइट। सो अब हमको इसमें व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू राइट इनसाइड दिस। सो हियर वी विल डिफाइन सम वेट वेब ड्राइवर वेट is equals to null, so uh, here what we need to do, we'll use one try block, and here we'll use the weight equals to here we need to use the web driver weight, right. Control C, in both way like we can use. So here weight equals to new, sorry, no, and equals to new fluent weight fluent weight fluent weight, and then here we need to pass the web driver reference. So web driver, and then so this syntax like you can get anywhere, right? Dot with timeout, with timeout. So here this is a method like timeout. So here we're going to mention like the duration dot second. So here we need to mention like the 1 seconds. So like maximum waiting time you need to mention, right? So maximum suppose I am putting a 30 second, right? And then after we need to put some polling time, right? So here polling every will select, and here will define the time like the duration dot of seconds. So inside this we'll mention the polling time, right? I think we can mention like the polling time 2 or 5 seconds. So it will go for every 5 seconds and check for the condition, right? And here ignoring the case, ignoring, and so here ignoring, and here you are getting the fluent weight from this fluent weight. So we'll select and we'll pass the class name like the exception dot class. So this syntax you will get like the everywhere, like this is the common syntax, and here we'll use the reference like the weight dot unit, and here we need to mention the expected condition. So expected conditions dot visibility of element, right? So what element reference we have given? Yearly. Here we have given yearly. So here yearly element reference will mention, right? And dot, and here we'll use the catch block and exception E. So this is declaration for the fluent weight, right? So we have declared all those things for the fluent weight as well, like the clicking, displaying, enable, selected, right? Scrolling, all those elements feature, right? Now we having one more thing pending, like taking the screenshot. So how to take the screenshot or capture the screenshot in our uh, while taking this. So I think this is sufficient for the day, right? So in next class, we will try to cover this screenshot feature and then try to work with the page designings, right? So how to design the page, and we will go accordingly. So till now, there any query? So you may ask. Hello.
No, sir.
Yeah, so you need to go like go with this code once, right? Then you will get some clarity. I also know like this is some statements like some logical codes, right? Some try, catch, if else statements are here. So might be it will confusing, but this is a common means like the common activity we are performing, right? Only we are using some changing sub keywords, right? But coding standard is same, right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, and this is also
Sir,
very
in the
yeah.
लास्ट स्टेटमेंट we यहाँ पे आपने 30 और 5 यूज किया तो इट इज नॉट मैंडेटरी ना यूज द एनी टाइम स्लाइस ना
Yes. That depends on your application behavior, right? Might be if your application is running very fast and your internet connection is also very good, right? Server is taking responding very fast, right? So based on that, you
yes
can take the like you can take the 10 second, 20 second, 30 second, 1 minute,
okay
right? Yeah. So that's on.
and here we apply the fluent weight yes
Yes. So this is for the fluent weight, this is for the paid load time, this is for the explicit weight, and this is for the implicit weight. So now here, like suppose if I will go where we were, like we have created one base class, right? So in base class, if we will go, so we have created one here like this page timeout we have created, but now we have mentioned everything in this method, it's this class itself. So if I want to use that one, like instead of that, this one is hard coded. So how we can do, like we need to create call this class like the action dot, if I will type like the implicit weight, so here I am directly getting this implicit weight, this method. So it's asking for the driver, and here we need to pass the time. So I want to apply that, put that 60 seconds. So simply, so this line will be no required long, right? So simply like action dot page load. So simply we can put like the 60 second. So you can see like how this is used, right? So if multiple places it will require, so we are, you can see also the length of the code, like this much method everything will do, but simply we are using this one. And everywhere like if it will be required, so simply we can using, we'll call this class, right? And using their method name we can directly call those everything in any classes, right?
yes sir
Yeah. So this is
sir
like,
yes can
yeah.
I take the screenshot
I am sharing this code with you. I'm copying and pasting over you in the WhatsApp itself, right? Because might be it will not cover in the single screen, right?
yeah but I just
Yeah, if you want,
yeah
you can take,
but
not an issue.
sir just I take this in laptop yes also you share but laptop पे रहता है तो मुझे थोड़ा सा
राइट
कंफर्टेबल रहता है वो
राइट
देखने के
राइट
लिए
ठीक है, आप
चेक
इस
कर
क्लास का ये लोग कर लो। So I need to scroll.
yes sir yes sir yes sir completed
Okay.
next conflict
So configuration file, you can take this one.
सर यहाँ पे मुझे एक पूछना है कि सपोज ये ब्राउजर हम लोगों ने एज दिया है तो जैसे कि हम लोगों ने एक्शन में सारे ब्राउजर डिफाइन किए हैं
राइट राइट
तो यहाँ पे हम लोग ऐसे दे सकते हैं कि ब्राउजर 1 इज इक्वल टू एज, 2 इज इक्वल टू माई दिस
नहीं नहीं,
इज
तो फिर
क्रोम
हमको
एंड
फिर वो बेनिफिट नहीं हुआ ना, फिर एवरीथिंग विल बी हार्ड कोडेड दे, राइट? तो फिर हमारा ये
ओके
लिखने का कोई बेनिफिट ही नहीं होगा, राइट? जब जैसे आप पैरेलल ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करते हो ना, उसमें आपको
हाँ
पैरामीटर में आप वो पैरामीटर में वहीं से डायरेक्ट पास कर सकते हो, तो उसके लिए ये रिक्वायर्ड फिर नहीं होगा।
ओके ओके, हो गया सर एक्शन वाला। ये अभी सिर्फ बेस वाला हम लोगों का हुआ है ना प्रोग्राम।
एक्शन में हमारा एक मेथड बाकी है स्क्रीनशॉट का कैप्चर करने का, देन आफ्टर वी विल स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दैट remaining page designing concept.